was going to be her bride. I was going to be her maid of honor. So we go down to Brown's at Sherway, and she buys this wedding gown, and I buy this bride.
This is Linda's second wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Carol doesn't know that.
Oh, all right. This is Linda's second to marry. She's going to marry some asshole in the armed services. Anyway. Oh, she was so bad. I have no idea what I went through with her.
Yeah. You got from Baklava saved my life to Linda's second wedding.
Okay, so we go on this first cruise. We've been on many, but this is the first one, the Vera cruise. Anyway, she brought her. So I buy this gown. Cost me $350 back then. Now that's 30 years ago or 40 years ago.
So that's like a $5,000 gown.
Exactly. And here she buys a wedding gown. So she decides to break the wedding off. She takes her wedding gown back and they take it. I take the fucking rose-colored bridesmaid gown back and they wouldn't take it. So I'm stuck. So anyway, there we are. We had
so they decided to go on a cruise together.
We had to be dressed up for the evening for the captains and all this friggin' stuff. So we go on this cruise and I got really ill. Really ill. I had drank and the boat moved. And Linda had been before, so she knew how to be, her bed should be and all that stuff. So she said, well, I'm sleeping here, you sleep there, and my bed was across. So when the boat went this way,
you felt it.
I rolled.
Yeah.
When the boat came back, instead of when you face your bed's this way, and the boat the front to back, you'll go like this, the boat. That's how Linda
You gotta roll with the boat.
Anyway, I was so, and I never left the room. The doctor came down 3 times a day. This is the truth. So the first week, Linda used her clothes.
Sound like fun, girl?
And the next week, we were in LaCroix, and the next week, I said, oh, I have to phone and ask Sergeant Staff if I can stay another week, because they're going to give me a free week, because nobody saw me on the boat. Anyway, so I phoned, and so that meant the second week. So Linda had used all her clothes, and she wanted to start wearing mine. So we go. I said, well, I still didn't do too much. So I said, you wear that freaking goddamn gown that I had to pay for your fucking wedding and get married. You use that to go up and meet the captain. She wanted to look. She was flirting with all the big wheels with the white outfits on, you know.
Yeah.
And anyway.
A man in uniform.
Yes, and anyway, she goes up there and she does her thing. She's dancing and everything. When I got better the Thursday before we came home on Saturday, I decided to go up and get a bit of sun off the deck, you know.
Yeah.
And I said, where the hell are my shorts and that? She had them all dirty. She was gone from the daytime, only come home to, how are you? Oh, okay, we'll see. Well, you lay down and that, and I'll have the guy come down with some coffee for you or something, you know, and the doctor will be here in a few hours. She'd be up there. And some nights she never came back. She slept with some of these guys' cabin. Anyway. So
sleepover cruise.
I was so ill, I came home, nobody knew me on the plane. Nobody, when I got off the plane, they didn't know me. My kids.
Yeah.
And there's Linda, just as big and brown, brassy, brown like a berry. And so I'm going through my clothes, all dirty, when we get home, and I see on this beautiful gown, all these, I don't know what the hell, she must have laid on the floor or some goddamn thing, but there was grease all around the bottom of the gown, like up about this much, you know, on the gown, all around. I said, what the hell did you do? She said, I don't know. I said, you son of a bitch, you must have been in the steering room. You're screwing on the steering wheel. I wanted to kill her. I never wore the gown. Anyway, the doctor told me, and he wasn't Greek or anything. He was American. He said, "I want you to have some
But
of
it was
this."
a Greek chef.
Yeah, that's true. He said, "I want you to have some of this because it'll put the energy back in, the sugar back in your system."
So
When I came home, I had to take another week off work because I was too ill to go to work. And there's Linda came back looking like, a movie star. She used all my clothes. So the next time we went on a cruise.
but baklava saved your life
Yeah.
on the cruise. That
So
was,
the story goes.
That's how it goes. I was so sick. That was so good.
Do you enjoy that story?
I don't care if you believe it or not. It's true.
I'm not saying
I
we
know.
don't
I
believe
never
it.
said I didn't believe it.
You just,
I never heard of the food before until I had it there on the ship.
Well, that's great because now I know all about Aunt Linda, and that's amazing.